Hi, my name is Jason Jin, and I decided to start YouTube channel because I just simply want to make at least a little bit of difference in the world, and be able to help anyone who may need help. And to be truthful, I'm not a professional in psychology, but I did study psychology, and it's not off the table if I want to follow through with it. But I just feel from that experience, I've gained the compassion to help other people, and I'm trying my best not to sound corny, but it's okay. I genuinely want to help other people, but I'm gonna start this 30 days challenge in which I talk about any topic and try to make it useful for other people and also as entertaining if possible. And what I'm gonna do is basically come up with a random topic each night, like half an hour before bed, and post a video about it tomorrow. And it's a 30 days challenge. I'm trying my best to be. I'll try my best to be consistent and follow through with it. If I skip a day accidentally due to life, I might reset the 30 days, or maybe not reset, just go with it. And what I want to do is see it. It's like a test run to see if doing a YouTube channel is something I want to do. And the default answer is yes. I will dive into more specific topics later, like maybe film, which I really love. I studied film. I also could just wing it, but I'll try my best to do as much preparations before each video. But there's also some element of improvise in terms of what to say. I'm that type of person. I don't 100% plan what to say, but there is some preparations just so you know it's like worthwhile listening to, worthwhile to subscribe maybe. And my first topic is just how to overcome procrastination. And I think we can learn a lot from this amazing TV show, Wednesday. Last year, it dropped on November, on a Wednesday. And we learned that, I'm not going to spoil anything. I'm just going to mention one thing. A character temperament, if you will. It's the main character, Wednesday, basically is not afraid of being judged. And that's such a good quality, underestimated quality, that many people underestimate. And maybe it's not the right word, underestimate. I'm still learning. It's more like overlooked. Like, it's true. We don't want to be judged by other people, but we can't help it as human beings. But we can do it. We can be 100% immune to being judged by others, like Wednesday. And I think that's a very good trait if you want to overcome procrastination. I connected two weird dots in this. Well, it's not originally my idea. It's based off of many research done by psychologists. Like, from textbook psychology, I studied psychology, and I know for a fact that there's something called the handicap. The terminology may have changed over time, but it's when a person on purposely give themselves a disadvantage so that they don't feel as bad failing at something. For example, a crazy example, I hope I thought of it, and it's about two friends racing, and just to feel not too bad, and one friend will decide to delay the run, start half a second after his friend or her friend runs. And that's because then if you lose, you won't feel as bad because you didn't give it all. And it's a subconscious decision. It's a sort of a unconscious decision. I don't claim to be a professional in psychology, but I feel like doing dabbing into it just a little bit is harmless, and people can critique, say, hey, you got this wrong, and I'll listen to the feedbacks. And I'll just say, when people set their goals, sometimes they're afraid of being judged by other people. It's more like being afraid of being a case, like not a case, like being afraid of failing when you could have not failed. So another weird example is like people eat cheat meals before a workout session, just so they don't feel as bad not being able to lift a lot of weight. Yeah, crazy example, but my point is there's a pattern of behavior in which people use to protect their ego or whatever, their self-esteem, just by not doing all they can do to achieve something. And this is an overlooked factor. And I feel like when you get into a practice of like not being afraid of being judged by other people, like, Wednesday Addams, then you can definitely have a change in behavior. That iconic dance scene that's so well performed by Jenna Ortega, and I think I'm inspired by it actually, and it made me realize when you're not afraid of other people judging you, you tend to do things differently, and you go all out, and that's what people should do. And I think if I can tell my past self that kind of advice, I definitely tell myself that. Like, don't be afraid of how other people judge you. This way you can really just move away from not setting, at the unconscious level, setting disadvantages just to protect yourself. Like if you play tennis against a friend and you practice hard, but then you just fall into a trap, like you don't sleep well the night before the match, or eat more junk food than you should have, and that's all just a subconscious level of doing certain actions that prevents you to have 100% chance of success. So then your future self would feel not as bad because you didn't give yourself enough advantages, right? It's sort of like an excuse. And so I feel like I'm just connecting the two dots, like if you don't do well, you will feel bad for sure. Naturally, you'll get over it. But on average, I think people they want to do great, but then they also, to a certain degree, everyone's different, like mild to severe. And if it's severe, you could go for professional help, and that's recommended for sure, and hope things go well. But so some people, on average, from mild to severe, whatever continuum they are in, they're afraid of being judged or like examined, scrutinized, and so they're afraid of being judged. But they're also, and also me, right? Like everyone's like this. I think it's a sort of an overlooked factor, because I say sort of because people are all aware of it, but they do it anyways. It's like people are also afraid of judging themselves. Like they don't want to see themselves as a failure, so they don't give their all, and that's the handicap. I think it may be a different name, but I'm confident it's called handicap from psychology textbook. I just want to connect the two dots, and originally I just wanted to just say, don't overcome procrastination, but I just so blessed that there's a great example out there, like Wednesday TV show, so great. You have to see it if you haven't seen it yet. I don't think I spoiled anything about it, and I'll make sure, when I do spoil something, I will always pre-warn people in the caption below. And but I just feel like I feel like I have an eureka moment, like it's easy to connect the two dots, but I just want to, for the excuse of making a video for YouTube, I came up with this topic. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and if you like what I did, or if you think certain areas can be improved, I'm open to suggestions, I'm open to criticisms, I'm open to compliments, for sure, and I'll try my best for the next video as well. And By the way, watch Wednesday if you haven't seen it yet. I doubt you haven't seen it yet, but in case you haven't, go check it out. It's so awesome. Everyone involved is great, and just blessed to be living in the same timeline as them, if you know what I mean. Like, have a great day. Peace.